Hello and welcome once more to this Tribal Wars event, Standard Tribal Wars this week. And the first Standard Tribal Wars since the rotation, which gave us the Guilds of Ravnica, new Guilds of Ravnica cards. Playing Elves today, and it's doing pretty much exactly the same thing that Elves always tries to do whenever it's a deck. So Mana Dorks and Llanowar Isles and Druid of the Cowl to accelerate into Elvish Clangcaller as a Lord, Steel Leaf Champion, turn 2 Steel Leaf Champion off Llanowar Isles is pretty powerful. Marwyn the Nurturer to produce tons of mana, and Beast Whisperer, draw a card every time you cast a spell. Vanquish's Banner, pretty similar. Choose a creature type, +1/+1 for them, and whenever you cast a creature spell of the turn type, draw a card. Rounding things out, we've got District Guide, which is just search library for a basic land card or gate card. There are no gates in this deck, but it's just a 2/2 elf that helps me hit my land drops. Conclave Guild Mage, place to put all the excess mana. If you've got Llanowar Isles and Druids of the Cowl and Big Marwyn and Nurturers, you want to be able to turn that into something, or that mana into something. And Mara Soul of the Accord, not sure if this should really be in here, but it seems at least fine. We've got whenever it becomes tapped, create a 1/1 White Soldier, which isn't an elf. We'll see how good she is. I mean, I've not got a lot of tapping synergies in here, but if she's pumped up by like an Elvish Clangcaller, there's a decent chance she can attack into whatever the opponent's doing. Or there is Conclave Tribunal, Convoke, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls, and Ledev Champion, tap any number of untapped creatures you control. And it can also create 1/1 White Soldier creature tokens. It's just another place to dump excess mana. Also, Elvish Clangcaller is a place to dump lots of excess mana. And obviously Beast Whisperer is pretty good at giving you fuel to put all that extra mana into it. Pretty simple mana base. We've got the nice pairing of the shock lands and the check lands in standard now, so you make a pretty solid two colour mana base without much effort. Yeah, I think that's everything that needs to be talked about. Let's see how things go. Oh, no wait, Adventurous Impulse. That's just there to smooth things out, really. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, reveal a creature or land card from among them and put it into your hand. So there's only 5 non-creature, non-land cards in the deck. So in the early game it helps you hit your lands that you need, and in the late game it helps you draw into gas. So yeah. I think that's everything I need to talk about, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, here we are for round 2 of my Elves after that incredible stomping I gave the bye in round 1. Playing against Jack Slagle, and it's not a super exciting hand mostly because I don't have a turn 1 Llanowar Elves, and a turn 2 Elvish Clangcaller if nothing else is not amazing, but still these champions obviously pretty great, and I'm not mulligan down to 5. It's not certainly not that bad of a hand. I'm on the play, so let's play a tap turn 1 Temple Garden. Jack goes down to mulls down to 6 and bottoms. So what we got? Vampires, soldiers. Oh, come on, Llanowar Elves. Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense to play Llanowar Elves here. It gets me into 4 mana next turn, but that's still not 2 spells, so just Clangcaller. Yeah, I'm going to say this is vampires I'm facing. But a 10-3-6-5 is not bad. I'll say that black-white probably has a decent chance of having access to a lot of removal spells though, so yeah. Not super hopeful that it will survive. Okay, going down to 12. And drawing slightly more lands than I'd prefer. That's fine. I have another one of those Steel Leaf Champions. A 2-2 line where Elves is not... It's fine here. I can trade off against anything, or it'll help me get the next Elvish Clan Caller next turn. Another removal spell. And a Dante Vanguard. So yeah, I don't really want... does that make sense? Yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard to block the Dante Vanguard, because it's got essentially indestructible. So I don't really want to take too much damage here. If I draw another land this turn, it's going to look pretty dumb, but ugh. Because now I've only got 5 mana and I can't even get another Clan Caller. And I don't have any Clan Callers now. And taking 7 down to 5, and I'm probably just screwed at this point. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's not going to do it. Buys me a turn, I suppose. I think the most powerful draw in this kind of situation is the what's it called, the Beast Whisperer. But obviously, when you get in Flood and you don't have any creatures in hand, that's not even very good anyway. So yeah, it looks like he's looking for a removal spell to just win. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, so that was kind of a slaughter. With certainly quite a lot of lands to draw in a 21 land deck. So let's just not have that happen again. I'm sure I'll be mana screwed this game. Okay, this looks alright. Turn 2 Druid of the Cowl, and then probably turn 3 Mar in the Nurturer. We'll see. If I hit on land, it might be better to go turn 3 Druid of the Cowl, second Druid of the Cowl on the Elvish Clan Caller, but we'll see. On some Petal Grove, you can do it. There we go. And if he doesn't have a turn 2 Lord, this can't even attack through the Druid of the Cowl. But it feels like I'm not going to be that lucky. Alright, just a dead weight. That's not too bad. Attack through, but this doesn't die. Okay, so I could Adventurous Impulse here, look for a land. It's pretty awkward if I... Well, it's not that awkward if I don't here. I can just run out Druid of the Cowl and that's still... let's go to District Guide. Druid of the Cowl can still block profitably. The non-dead weighted one. Okay, what have we got, Slagle? Dante Vanguard. Okay, sure. But you can't attack this turn, which is good for me. And I've got a land, so looking at 5 mana. Go Marwyn and Elvish Clancaller. No, I can't do that. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah I can. I was looking at I can't go Steel Leaf Champion and Elvish Clancaller because I've got this this Plains. That's fine. Yeah, so if I go Marwyn, probably better play this Plains first so I don't screw up. Go Marwyn this turn into Elvish Clancaller. That's tons of mana next turn. And I can maybe I'll just go Beast Whisperer and have that take over the game. And it's legendary, so it doesn't die to that destroy target non-legendary creature. Which I can't remember the name of. Let's see, it's 10 permanents, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so yeah, still a ways off from the Sky Marchers becoming terrible flying menaces. Not actually having menace though. Yeah, let's take 3. Okay, so this is its power, not equal to its power. So it's not the number of +1/+1 counters, it's its power. So I could go 4 for the Beast Whisperer. That grows up to a 4. 4 mana. Cast a District Guide down to 1 mana, 2, and then the third one comes from the District Guide to get the Steel Leaf Champion into play. That seems pretty decent. Yeah. Suppose you might have a removal spell of some kind, instant removal spell to disrupt all this, but I don't think there are any good unconditional 2 mana removal spells. As like I said, the destroy target non-legendary creature, so I can't take out Marwyn. And I think there's a 2 mana white flash instant, but that is that for any for tapped ones? I don't know. So 4 mana, go for the District Guide, grab a forest, and then forest plus dusk, plus druid, sorry. Plus the extra mana Steel Leaf Champion. I'm still at 15 or so. I'd say I'm in a pretty good position to win the game from this point. Okay. Drew another Steel Leaf champion. Yes, I would certainly like to grab a forest. Grab a Marwyn some more. Throw out a Steel Leaf champion. And yeah, that's enough for Jack to concede. Okay, so we had game 1 where I got flooded and couldn't really put out much to stop Jack, and then game 2 he was screwed and couldn't really apply that much pressure before I was able to go off, so this seems nice. Yeah, turn 1 Llanowar Elves, turn 2 Marwyn probably, and then maybe Beast Whisperer, depends what I draw into, obviously. Well, another Marwyn is not exactly what I wanted, but I guess the first one it's probably got a reasonable chance to just die, so oh, goodbye Llanowar Elves. Okay, well, that's certainly annoying. Let's go for a Mara with no board presence from Jack Slagle yet. It could just attack and be good. Grow up to a 3/3 next turn with the Clan Caller. No white mana. Oh, and another dead weight. Okay. Okay, nice. Sunpetal Grove. Marwyn. Aha. And Marwyn into Beast Whisperer is pretty nice. That makes that the Marwyn a 2/2. And I can play the Elvish Clan Caller. Draw a card. And then probably go nuts next turn. We'll have 8 mana at least. Second Beast Whisperer. Yeah, let's go for a second Beast Whisperer. So that's 5, 6. I could. Yeah, let's just search up another Elvish Clan Caller. Or I won't get to draw a card from it. No, let's not do that then. 2 cards from Beast Whisperers. Let's go Adventurous Impulse. Druid of the Cowl. I can just run out a redundant Marwyn just to draw 2 cards if I want. Which might be worth it depending on what I Druid of the Cowl into. No, I think that might be alright, that might be better. So yeah, unfortunately we had a match where every game was sort of decided by how the draws went poorly for one player or the other. But we did certainly see the power of Beast Whisperer and Marwyn at the end of that game. Just produce tons of mana and then draw tons of cards, which is nice. And I'm certainly, as much as I would prefer to have a fair fight, I much prefer to be the one that wins when things don't go well for everyone. Okay, here we are, round 3 versus Yokai. You are playing the Goblins that I spectated earlier, and this seems A little bit too awkward. I mean, turn 3 Steel Leaf champion it, so go wide Goblin deck is not going to cut it. Okay. This is also kind of awful. I think I would prefer to keep it and then try and find a white source for with Adventurous Impulse for Conclave Guildmage and then District Guide or something. No, no, do not need that right now. Come on, give me that land. Okay, not quite the land I wanted, but better than no land at all. Fanatical Firebrand, Haste, and sack for the deal 1. Ooh, that's kind of awkward against, for me, Marwyn. No, 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 no. Come on, play the forest. There we go. That was almost a disaster. Another Firebrand. Let's go Prospector. Okay, that was a very good draw. Obviously, I don't want to play Marwyn because she can just die to one of these Firebrands. I'll play a District Guide. If it trades both Firebrands, I doubt you'll do for it, that's fine. And definitely want to hit my next land. Let's go for a Plains. And there's Legion War Boss. Creates the tokens. That's not a huge issue right now. God, I really wish I could play 2 creatures this turn. But I guess I'll Beast Whisperer. And then next turn I can Steel Leaf and Conclave Guildmage. Definitely do not want to attack. What else have we got? Oh, the terrifying goblins are... Volley Veteran deals damage to target creature opponent controls equal to the number of goblins you control. You have to sacrifice a Scope Prosperity to be able to cast it. Okay, mentoring that. So it seems strictly better to trade off with the Legion War Boss. Definitely want to Steel Leaf. And Guildmage. Steel Leaf's a nice big thing that'll be difficult but not impossible to burn off the field and 2 damage to target creature, destroy target colours, not that. Okay. And yeah, it makes sense to trade that for the Guildmage and then pose the question as whether I want to trade my Steel Leaf for his 4/2. I don't think I do, not yet. I've got plenty of 2 power creatures in the deck that can trade off with the okay. I don't love all these 1/1s that die to Fanatical Firebrands. What I want to do is I don't love it, but I'm going to shock myself. Cast Marwyn. And the Clan Caller. And I'm sure they'll both die to the Firebrands, but I don't think it's going to get any better than that. But yeah. Skeg Prospector's not too scary. Ooh. What does that imply? Some kind of shock effect? I think it's probably still better to block here. See, I'm sure my Steel Leaf Champion's going to die here. But if it's a burn spell, it's a burn spell that's not going to my... Okay. 5 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Okay, and now I'm dead. Fair enough. So yeah, those Fanatical Firebrands, they were really quite annoying in that game. I'd still like to play first. Yeah. So I'm going to land our Elves off the Temple Garden and probably District Guide. Hopefully this just doesn't immediately die to a shock or whatever. Presume shock's still in standard, I don't remember. Oh, it might just die to a Fanatical Firebrand. Yeah. I mean, that's not... It's not the worst situation since I've got Judy the Cow, which I'm a little bit more confident will survive. Yes, Goblin Crater Maker. Okay, it's just District Guide. Get Forest. And then pass the turn. Next turn I can District Guide and Conclave Guildmage. Won't quite have enough to Conclave Tribunal as well. And just a tap Sacred Foundry. So 5 mana. Do I want to Adventurous Impulse? No, I don't think there's any reason to do that quite yet. I mean, it's very marginal, but I prefer to District Guide first to thin out some lands. I don't really want many more lands at this point before I Adventurous Impulse, and I kind of just want to put as many creatures as possible into play. Yeah, so I don't quite have enough Conclave to convoke us the Conclave Tribunal. No, I don't want to attack. I think there's a non-zero chance if I attack he'll just block and sacrifice the Crater Maker, destroy the Guild Mage, because he's thrown in to make 2/2s, yeah. So it would, all it would effectively do is tap the District Guide. So, kind of thinking that he's probably got Siege Gang Commanders in his hand. Like, why would he... What would his hand have that... Either that or he's got tons of land, but... Yeah, anyway, that's just Adventurous Impulse. Beast Whisperer, yeah. The reason... Yeah, I should have explained that. I Adventurous Impulse first. I wanted to know what I was going to get, because I might not want to have... No, I was going to say I might not want to attack the District Guide, so I could Conclave Tribunal. That doesn't make any sense, because it's not an instant. So yeah, that was just... I should have attacked first, I suppose. But whatever. What we're doing now is Beast Whispering and Llanowar Elves. Let's draw a card. Is this a 5th mana in Siege Gang Commander? That's what it feels like. Oh, just a Conclave Tribunal, taking out the Beast Whisperer, presumably. Okay. Ooh. Do not mind that draw. Let's attack for 10. Yeah, and there we go. So yeah, I guess maybe he's just well flooded and... And that was that. Come on, what kind of hand do I have this time? Yeah, I mean, this is a hand that's vulnerable to the Fanatical Firebrands again. But what are the odds you'll have it in 3 games in a row? Okay, they are apparently 100%. This could be unpleasant. Okay, Llanowar Elves. And Goblin Instigator. And yeah, just killing the Llanowar Elves. Oh no! Well, this could end up badly for me. Yeah, this is... yeah. I don't like my position anymore. Yeah, this is bad. Oh, this is even worse. I guess I might as well take the Lead Earth Champion. But I think there's a very, very high chance I'm dead before I do anything. Yeah, I'm just screwed. Like, even if I draw a land next time, I'm going 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, so I am just dead from the Mentor and the extra creature. So that is unfortunate. And I guess I in the actual tournament with a 1-1 record plus a bye, so I will attempt to scrounge up an opponent for just another extra game or two, a match or two, just to get some more testing of the deck in. But yeah. Oh well. Okay, here we are for the bonus round against, wait for it,
Nagarjuna.
He's very kind enough to give me some extra, someone to help me produce some extra content. So keeping this hand, this seems fine. I've got 10 to Druid of the Cowl and steal these champions. Adventurous Impulse and turn around and see what we get. He molds down to 6 and puts Cal on the bottom. Okay, let's see what our impulses find us. Temple Garden seems better than Llanowar Elves in this position. And a green source forest. Ooh. Beast Whisperer. Sapling Migration. So no, that's not what I want to do. I want to play Temple Garden and whisper to some beasts. Black green. Yeah, I don't remember enough of what the Golgari got given in guilds to make any guesses as to what he's playing. Okay, Assassin's Trophy. They got that. That was probably the best thing that Golgari got. Yes, I'd like to search up a forest since I've got a pair of Steel Leaf Champions in my hand. If I draw another green source here, I can play both of them out. Okay, so I guess Imara and a Steel Leaf. So Naga's a little bit stuck on 2 lands here. Cast down a big champion. Honestly, I think I'm fine just trading off my Amara for the 2 saplings and creating a 1-1. Generally, I guess I could have conclaved to not have to lose my Amara, but I don't think that's worth it. But against someone who's struggling to hit their land drops, a good plan is just to get aggressive. So let's just put some power into play. And try and kill him before he can do anything too crazy. Cast down, okay. Leisure Champion I don't mind. Do not have enough white sources. I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. But yeah, I don't have enough mana or enough white sources to champion and create a token in the same turn. That's fine. He gets his 3rd land, so yeah, am I a shepherd? When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 green sapling creature token. So fungi is probably. Ooh, Clancaller. 2 for the clan caller, and then I can still pay 5 to create a token. Just attack with that. Tap down the tap down these 2. Spore Crown Valid, that's the Fungus Lord. Fungus Sacrithing Lord, I should say. Okay. So I could tribunal the Spore Crown Valid, would make sense. Probably want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grab another clan caller. Tap something to play tribunal. Yeah, let's go for that. And then attack with whatever's remaining. Clan caller. He's only got 3 power in play, so I can safely attack with the champion, or relatively safely. Yeah, it's just jumping. Ah, no, wait. Oh, I did not see what he revealed there. Oh well. I'm sure it's lots of powerful stuff and not enough mana to cast it. Seems like quite a lot of the games so in these, in all of these matches have been kind of decided by mana screw or mana flood. Which is a little bit disappointing. Yeah, it seems fine. Turn 2 Druid of the Cowl. Turn... I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Depends on whether the Druid survives. What else to draw? Top Temple Garden. Nothing to play though. Well, that might just mean he's got a removal spell. But I mean, that's not the worst. It's not the worst way if Druid of the Cowl dies in this position. Oh, he's not. He's gotten screwed again. No, come on. This is ridiculous for him. I'm just going to play Marwyn this turn. And I'm going to, like I said last game, someone who's getting mana screwed, a good thing to do is just try and close the game as quickly as possible, so I'll trade 2 life of my own by playing a untapped Temple Garden to do 1 damage to here. Alright, he's got his 3rd land. That's good. And yeah, my Shepherd. Ooh. Beast Whisperer. Steal his champion, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be 2, 3, yeah. Seems like a Pretty good thing to do. And then next turn I can untapping with, assuming they both survive, which is certainly not a guarantee. I wouldn't even necessarily say it's a likely event, but untapping with both Marwyn and a Beast Whisperer is a powerful thing to do. Okay, very unexpectedly did survive. So, what order do I want to do things? Yeah, it's just Clancaller. District Guide. No, let's go with the cheaper spell first. Okay, I guess I'm grabbing a land anywhere else. That's fine when I've got a Beast Whisperer in play. And honestly, from this position, the thing I'd be most worried about is a sweeper from the other side, so I'm not going to District Guide. I'm not going to attack the Marwyn for mana to play these two. I'm just going to attack for 16. Spore Swarm. So, I'm trading Beast Whisperer somewhat unfavourably, but I think I am still in a favourable position. Is he just jumping? Really? Matt to me says he probably does have sweepers in his deck. Because, I mean, surely you would trade a bunch of creatures to get rid of Beast Whisperer, I would think. But maybe he's just trying to preserve his life. Because he can potentially sweep the board. No? Okay. That's fine by me. Okay, let's have a little think then. Can I just kill him this turn? Block, block, block. No. Oh well, no, maybe with a Conclave Tribunal I can take out. Take out two of his creatures. This will require tapping Marwyn. Can't block the Steel Leaf at that point. Block there, 2 force. That'll still only be. Alright, yeah, I think that'll kill him. Okay. That wasn't. I didn't explain that very well, but my plan is to cast 2 Conclave Tribunals, take out these 2 cards, these 2 creatures, Elvish Clancaller for another Elvish Clancaller, and if I've done my counting right, that should kill him. 7, let's see if I got enough mana actually. 6. No, I don't. So that was all just a bunch of nonsense. Alright, in that case, let's just do some more fun stuff with the Beast Whisperer. Well, those are not a super great couple of draws. Let's just attack with everything except Marwyn and the Elves Clan Caller. Two, 4, 10. Well, maybe he's got something. I'm not considering, but if not, yeah, there we go. Yeah, a little bit unfortunate for Naga that he got what's this, turn 6 and he's only on 4 mana, and first game he got mana screwed as well, so that's pretty bad, but certainly see the power of my own deck a little bit here. And here we are for another bonus match against AJMP, and I mean, I presume he's playing the same Elder deck that I spectated earlier, but there's no guarantee. This does not seem like a... well, this is a powerful hand, potentially, so I'm definitely going to keep it, but if I just draw a few too many more lands and get whatever it is, of Ritual of Soot, something of Sooted, I can certainly see that as being a easy way I could lose. Still, I'm not mulliganing in this kind of hand. Okay, AJ keeps 7, and pretty easy turn 1 for me here. Well, if he is playing the Elder deck, I think Steel Leaf Champion makes the most sense. Just apply pressure as quickly as possible. Definitely looking like it. Well, maybe I should have Adventurous Impulse first, so that I'd know whether I want to attack the line or Elves or not. Let's just attack the Steel Leaf Champion. Ooh. Beast Whisperer. One, two, three, 4, 5. I think I'm going to play Druid of the Cowl this turn, even though I wouldn't mind holding it in hand to trigger Beast Whisperer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because next turn I can Beast Whisper into... I'll have 5 mana if I don't play a Druid of the Cowl. That's Beast Whisper into Lana or Elves. Maybe that's fine. Yeah, you know what, I'm just going to leave it. Power Stone Shard. Okay, it's just a ramp card. Tap for another 5. And Whisper into the Llanowar. Mara and the Nurturer. Okay, that's not a bad way to start rebuilding if I get my board wiped here. Could also be Nickel Bolus. This looks like a board wipe though. Yeah, Ritual Assault. Oh, it doesn't kill the Beast Whisperer though. Oh, okay, I'm in great position now then. I did not consider that. That is pretty great for me. Trying to slightly few too many lands so that the second Marwyn the nature is not super impressive, but putting him down to 8. I've got 5 power in play. Yeah, I mean we're getting into a dangerous amount of mana on the other side though. That what is it? There's Belzen, Demon Lord, Belzer, who's it? And Tetsamok. What else is there? I don't know. I don't remember all the elders. Atali, Primal Storm. When it attacks, exile the top card of each of the opposed library, you can cast any number of non-land cards exiled that way without paying their mana cost. Okay. Well, let's just Clan Caller, see what we draw. So, if I play both of these, I can get Marwyn up to the point up to 6 power, at which point he'll have to trade Atali for it. I'm getting 5 damage down to 1. Well, I mean, let's see what I get off Beast Whisperer first. Ooh, now I suppose there is the risk that I don't find anything I can cast off Adventurous Impulse, but I'm willing to take that chance. Okay. So I don't do quite as much damage this turn to him as if I just run out another Marwyn. And I don't have the white mana to cast this, to convoke the Tribunal. But he's got to trade off with the Marwyn, and he goes down to 5. Oh, yeah. He had to trade off with the Marwyn if I attack with the Druid of the Cow. That was kind of foolish. But now he's at 2. Got a Tribunal in hand, so another Sweeper would be bad for me. Another Sweeper's bad for me. Oh god, and he gets to trigger the Atali now. He doesn't get anything, apparently. So, fortunately I can Marwyn. And Tribunal. And if he doesn't have anything else next turn and I draw a creature, I can just kill him. I'm not holding my breath for that situation. There's Nicol Bolas. Discard this on Petrol Grave, not too worried about that. But he's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana at the moment. And that is enough to flip it. And then I'm going to say it's unlikely that I'm going to beat that. Comes in at 7, you can... You just draw cards, or... yeah. I don't know, put a... Beast Whisperer or something, or a Steel Leaf Champion into play, maybe. And that is Nicobolus Arising. Killing the Marwyn, makes sense. And well, I'll give it another turn or two, but I seriously doubt I'm going to win from here. It's going to be drawing cards and has just this removal spell in play. Another Power Stone Shard. So these two now like 4 power combined. Bill of Origins is a tribal ramp card. Choose a creature. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which is enough for most everything, I think. Yeah, entirely. Steel Leaf Champion. I'll just die to the Nicobolus, and then yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, because even if I draw a creature next turn, that Nicobolus can kill it again. And I'm taking 2.6, even if this doesn't hit anything. Let's just concede. So I was able to grind through one sweeper because the Beast Whisperer survived, but possibly I just... yeah, if I hadn't... yeah. I hadn't attacked that second time with a second... yeah, with the Marwyn and the Beast Whisperer and allowed him to eat the Beast Whisperer, then the second Ritualist wouldn't have been nearly as effective because I'd still have a Beast Whisperer in play. So that was probably the mistake. Okay. God, this is awkward. Problem with Plains and a Steel Leaf Champion in the same deck. I don't think it's bad enough to mulligan though. Turn 2 drew the Cowl. Maybe I'll draw a forest or something. Okay. Not quite what I needed at this point, but it is what it is. Definitely not what I needed right now. I suppose if I draw a mana source, or draw a land next turn, I can play Vanquish's Banner, and that's a fairly effective way of playing around the sweeper. Power Stone Shard. I could Tribunal away the Power Stone Shard. unless I'm running out of Steel Leaf Champion. I probably do need to start applying some pressure. It'll be unfortunate if he, yeah. Oh no. Oh, this is a much better thing to conquer, to tribunal. So it's just 6 mana, essentially. I can play out the Guild Mage, tap all of these, and the Guild Mage to, yeah, and that still lets me hit for 5. So let's do that. And then, probably the most dangerous thing again is the sweeper. But if there's none of that, then play Vanquish's Banner next turn. Yeah. So yeah, let's just pay my 5 mana for a banner. Get some elves going. Attack for 9. I think he probably has to have the sweeper just to, even to survive. Not sure there's anything else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, you can't Tetsumark and pop counter on him and cast Tetsumark. Yeah, he said 5 red cards and a 7 cost, so he had the perfect amount of and colours of mana there, but only for me. Alright then. Ooh. Wow. This is both a risky hand and weak to... Well, I guess it's not that risky, but it will probably be weak to the sweeper, Ritual of Soot. Yeah, let's just keep it though. Let's just be nice and greedy. Oh, Beast Whisperer is nice. Love to pay 2 life. Play all none of our elves. And what I do next turn will depend on whether I draw a land this turn. Okay, I don't. So options are Adventurous Impulse and find a land, and then Druid of the Cowl, or just Druid of the Cowl. Come on. I suppose there's no point in putting Adventurous Impulse in my deck if I'm too afraid that it's going to not hit a land. Oh, if it hit only lands. Doesn't seem necessary to have another Temple Garden. It might be further down the line though. 2 damage to myself is not super likely to be very relevant against AJ's deck. God, I just need to make a decision. This is so unlikely to matter either way. Let's just go for Temple Garden. So I guess, yeah, next time I probably want to Beast Whisperer so that he can't Even if he sweeps the board, I've still got something in play, something great in play. Yeah, let's attack for 1 and do that. And then next turn I can disregard for another land and steal his champion. Assuming that these two mana dogs don't die this turn. That's all this blue mana you're spending, or putting into your mana pool. Just another power stone, well, another power stone shard is actually pretty powerful. Adds 3 more mana to his for him next turn. And he can still cast a sweeper this turn. Oh. But he is very likely to do something very powerful next turn. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's draw the cow first and see what we draw. Are in the nurturer. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Attack for somewhat measly 3, but 3 damage is 3 damage. What horrible thing is he going to do now? He could set some marker plus a couple of... Oh, well, let's just see what it is. Seems expensive and scary. Okay. Did not expect that one. I could steal Leaf Champion or play out the 2/2 drops. I'm just going to steal Leaf Champion this turn, even though it applies more pressure, even though it uses my mana less efficiently, but God, that Star of Extinction was bad. Extinction was bad for me. There's a good chance that from this point on, everything that I cast is going to be massively outcast by everything he casts. Yeah, that is a 7/7. Our opponent casts a non-creature spell, draw a card. Well, that's not super relevant. And discard 3 cards to flicker it. Okay. I guess I'm district guiding to get a land and then playing Drew the Cal maybe. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I'll play the Guild Mage this turn just because I've got 5 mana, so I can play both my cards next turn, even without the extra mana of the Druid of the Cal. And Ritual Assault, and I think I can safely say I'm dead now. Not literally, but I'll go down to 9. could I Adventurous Impulse into that would matter? Probably got at least another extra turn. Let's just see what I draw. Oh, yeah, that's a reason not to do it. Oh well, too late now. Yeah, and that is the risk of Adventurous Impulse, is that sometimes you can only take something that's not very useful. What horrifying thing? Oh, he's Tetsamocking. It's probably safe to concede at this point, but it's not going to last very long even if I don't, so we'll just play out another turn. So yeah, I can run out 2 creatures and trump block, but then what? Let's just concede it. Okay, got thoroughly wrecked by a Star of Extinction this game. Game 2. Yeah, it was the exiling card that took out his something terrifying into play card, which would probably more or less won me the game. In game 1, I feel like I probably could have won that with Tide to Play, not running that Beast Whisperer pointlessly into get eaten by the big red dinosaur. But yeah, still interesting, still fun. There we go. I ended up, I guess, 2-2 overall, plus that bye. Okay, then here we are with this standard elf deck, and see if we figured out, if we learned anything from those matches. Fanatical Firebrand was a real pain for the deck. That's hardly super surprising. It takes out Llanowar Elves, Elvish Clancaller, or a Marwyn the Nurturer. But, well, I'm not really sure there's any good solution to that. Certainly I don't want to remove Llanowar Elves, Elvish Clancaller, or Marwyn the Nurturer. I think that's probably just going to be a bad card for this deck to face, or an annoying one at least. It's certainly not necessarily devastating. The Steel Leaf Champions, obviously, a good card in that kind of matchup. We've got plenty of 2/2s and 2/3 in Beast Whisperer. Ritual Assault is difficult for the deck to beat, except with Beast Whisperer. Beast Whisperer is a very good answer to it because it survives, and then if you can get even one creature afterwards, then you've got a decent chance of chaining into more and just rebuilding very quickly. Marwyn the Nurturer and Beast Whisperer work incredible together. It's just the more you cast creatures, the better they both get, and they help provide the cards and the mana to just keep casting things, so that's pretty great. Lead Elf Champion was... well, it was pretty... it only came up in that one game against Naga, where it was fine. It wasn't like incredible, but I think 1 is a nice thing to have, just mostly for the second ability, the activated ability to create tokens. It's just, I do think the deck needs a certain amount of payoff cards for having lots of mana, and it can certainly help if the opponent's got a board with where most of their creatures are bigger than my 2/2s and 1/1s and whatever. Just turn those into power for the layer champion and push through. So yeah, I think 1 is the correct number. They don't really stack together very well, and it's not something I always want, but it is occasionally useful. Amara, I think it only came up again against Naga, where it traded for the 2 sapling tokens and created a 1/1. It's not that great in the deck. I mean, it's fine. I mean, it's not bad, but it can end up just being a 2/2 for 2. I don't think I'd want... I think if I was going to replace it with something, I want it to be another 2-drop, though. Don't really want to push the curve up anymore. So if I can find another replacement for that, I might do that. Not sure whether 3 planes or 2 planes is the correct number. Obviously Steel Leaf Champion makes planes a lot, and to a lesser extent Elvish Clancaller, but Steel Leaf Champion makes the planes kind of awkward, because you've got an opening hand of Llanowar Elves, Forest, Plains and Steel Leaf Champion. You really want that turn 1 Llanowar Elves into turn 2 Steel Leaf Champion. And I suppose the Elvish Clancaller and the Steel Leaf Champion together can make the planes kind of awkward, that if I'm up to 5 mana and I want to cast 2 spells, potentially after I've played a Beast Whisperer on 4, and if I've got to play, that's a bit awkward. But certainly I want enough white mana to be able to cast Amara on turn 2. Maybe that's another reason that Amara is not very good, is that she gets worse the later in the game you get, without, just because it's harder for her to attack. Okay, 2/2 Amara into like an Elvish Clancaller or something to make her a 3/3 has got a decent chance to attack through and start triggering. But the later you cast her, the less likely she is to be able to actually attack profitably, and there's only a limited number of things that actually trigger her without attacking. So maybe she is just a mistake for this deck, and if I take her out, then there's a lot less incentive to have 3 planes, because Conclave Guildmage is not super important to play on turn 2. And Leader Champion's not super important to play on turn 3. If I've got something else, it's usually correct to play something else. Vanquisher's Banner it's powerful, but I don't think I want too many of that kind of effect. Conclave Tribunal I wasn't able to make as much use of the Convoke thing as I wanted, or as I was thinking I would. But certainly I don't think it's incorrect to have 4 of them. It's super powerful, takes out any non-permanent. Yeah, I don't know. This feels pretty close to correct, but maybe some more tweaks around the outside. Maybe, well, I'm not sure about Adventurous Impulse. I still need more practice with it. I don't really want to go have fewer 1-drops. Just, I don't like not doing things on turn 1, even if it is just to an Adventurous Impulse to set up the next turn or 2. But yeah, not a bad showing. Having the bye is a little bit unfortunate, so I don't really know how well it went in the actual tournament itself. But I feel like I could have beaten AJ with slightly better performance on my part rather than the deck's part. So that would have been 3-1 for the deck if I'd managed to do that. But I mean, I don't think there's any major mistakes against Yokai with the Goblins. I think it was just a case of his deck outperformed mine, and again those Firebrands are just really, really good. still not a bad start to the standard environment. Thank you for watching.